And we're live. Welcome. It is currently the season opener at Daytona. Here we are. We've made it. It is been a long time in the making. Obviously, we had the exhibition just a couple weeks ago, last month, but now it's time for the real deal. Now, just a bit more time until some final preparations are made. As we get our final cameras set up, there was a bit of an issue with setting up our broadcasting cameras near the start-finish line. So we're going to be getting those done very shortly. But there's also the finish camera, our actual broadcast visual. At the end of it, I'm sure many of you are familiar with it. Alright, we're getting word that we are ready to begin. Camera preparations have finished. As we can see, they're currently testing them out on the broadcast. Can they move? They do not need any human control. The movement is steady. As for this one, this is a handheld, so it's going to move just fine. It's going to move just fine. But yeah, that's what we've got so far. Starting here on the pole today, it's going to be Trevor Bayne. An amazing run in qualifying. It's his first start in the series with the rookie stripes on the back, as you can see. An interesting spot for the Wood brothers. On his outside, it's going to be 34 of David Gilliland. He will be starting on the outside pole for Front Row Motorsports. Moving further back, we've got Kurt Busch in the 22 for Penske Racing. And on his inside, it's going to be Carl Edwards in the 99. Now, Carl Edwards has come into the season showing some strength that we only ever saw once before in a title fight. So it's going to be interesting to see how things go. We've seen his performances in other stock car racing series, so it'll be interesting to see what he does here. Further back, we've got Regan Smith in the 78 Furniture Row Machine. Of course, the small team out of Denver, Colorado. It's gonna be interesting. He's starting pretty far up, so we'll see how things go. And on his inside, the absolute legend of stock car racing, Bobby Labonte. Glad to see him starting up so far up. He's a veteran and a household name. Yeah, gotta love the man. Happy to see him starting so far up front. Moving back another row is going to be that is Mark Martin starting here for us in P9, I believe, if I'm doing my math right. No, P7. No, P8, actually. 8th place. Sorry, I can't. My apologies. Mark Martin starting in 8th. And in 7th on the inside is Juan Pablo Montoya, the Formula 1 star. Moving back to the last row of the top 10 is Kyle Busch and Paul Menard. It's going to be interesting to see these two starting side by side. Menard, more of a pay driver in comparison to Busch's very skill-based career. Going through the rest of the field, we've got David Reagan. So we get the command start engines. As the pace car is out and they're heading off of pit road, but we will continue. Starting row number 6 is going to be Bill Elliott and David Reagan. Row number 7, AJ Allmendinger and Tony Stewart. Row number 8 is going to be Terry Labonte and Martin Truex Jr. Row number 9 is going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Robbie Gordon. Row 10 is going to be the 33 Clinton Boyer and the number 1 Jamie McMurray. Row number 12 is going to be, who is this? Stevie Wallace and Joey Logano. Is that the right number of rows? I might have lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Row number 12 is going to be the 2 Red Bull cars of Casey Kane and Brian Vickers. Moving back, it's going to be Jeff Burton, Jeff Burton, don't remember which one at this point, and Ryan Newman. Moving back, we got David Rudiman and Brad Keselowski. Then it's Jeff Gordon and Denny Hamlin. That's Jimmy Johnson and Dave Blaney, Marcus Ambrose, and Matt Kenseth. Got John Nemechek and Travis Kvapil. Alan Lally, Michael Waltrip, Brian Keselowski, Greg Biffle, JJ Yaley, and Kevin Harvick to round out the field. And so here we go as we come to the front stretch today, right here today. And it's green flag out in Daytona. And they come into turn 1. Trevor Bayne, a strong start for him. And now Carl Edwards down the inside for Trevor Bayne. 3 wide behind them. Edwards looking to get out front. He's looking to get that illustrious Daytona win, but it's not over just yet. Trevor Bayne still not letting go of that spot on the outside with a push from David Gilliland. So yeah, but Carl Edwards on the inside in turn 1, I think he's going to lock up that position. And they're going 3 wide, even more behind. Here we are now on turn 4 as they're coming back around. Yeah, it's just Carl Edwards and Trevor Bayne dogfighting up there, but now Carl Edwards in the middle, Bobby Labonte on the inside. That's interesting. TV director, if we could, thank you. Broadcast director had a bit of an issue, as it seems. Here now, the 47, Bobby Labonte in the lead with Trevor Bayne on the outside. That's Juan Montoya on the inside. They're now 3 wide all the way down the field, and it's looking like a gridlock. It's only so long until we have a wreck here. Remember, stage 1 ends on lap 15. It's going to be interesting to see how they do here. Now Juan Pablo Montoya tried to go to the outside, maybe get a better corner entry, but Bill Elliott just stole that right from out under his nose, along with Bobby Labonte. Now Kyle Busch, he's going to look for the lead for that Daytona win. Of course, it is early in the race, and as it seems, you can't. It doesn't look like you're able to hold a lead here for very long under these setups and under these cars at this racetrack. But it'll be interesting to see how things continue to play out as the race goes on. Kyle Busch now getting overtaken by Terry Labonte, with Dale Earnhardt Jr. just behind. Let's focus in on Jr. here. Now Dale Jr. goes to the inside. Can Clint Bowyer take the position away? No. It doesn't look like it. He's got the speed off the corner. Is he gonna dive to the inside? No. Bobby Labonte blocks him, and Clint Bowyer gets the lead. But of course, none of this really matters. I think that a stage winner today, I see a stage winner today in Brian Vickers. Maybe even, actually, let's focus in on Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon looks like he can take a stage out here today. Now, these drivers are staying very in line. They're not looking to wreck very much. They're not looking to push until the very end of the race, it seems. So yeah, but now Clint Bowyer, he's got a bit of a run out front, so he's gonna hold that position for quite a bit. More than anyone else out here today, he's probably gonna lead a lot of more than just a singular lap. Ryan Newman goes down to the inside to block Brian Vickers in the 83. He's trying to get that lead from Clint Bowyer. Let's take a short break for a quick bit of a quiet segment. Let you just take in the noise. I think you can tell it's inspired by Fox's Crank It Up. But yeah, let's just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound. As we're coming up on just 5 more to go here. That's the end of that segment. In the stage here, we're coming up on 5 more to go. It doesn't look like Gordon's going to squeeze out this stage win. It's looking to be someone else. Maybe Vickers. I mean, he's right up their nose. He's right up McMurray's rear bumper, and here he is going to the inside. He's now going to take the lead into turn 1. When he looks like he almost got turned by Denny Hamlin there. That could have gotten nasty. Here they come now into the back stretch. It's still 3 wide. It's such an interesting thing to see, this like 3 wide gridlock all the way down the field. It's such an like mesmerizing sight. I mean, we go to our up top camera here, and you see you can capture the entire field in just one big glimpse by going, to someone here down the middle of the field like Travis Kvapil. Now you've got the entire field down in one big clump. All right. That's Robbie Gordon on the outside. He's got speed and he's looking to make a move on Jamie McMurray. He goes to the inside. Now just 3 more to go in the stage. That's Denny Hamlin now with Jeff Gordon coming out on the inside. They're 3 wide for second place. Unbelievable. Jeff Gordon on that inside. He might actually be able to take the stage. I think my prediction was correct in Jeff Gordon. It could very well turn out to be so, but if Robbie Gordon can hold that lead a bit longer, it'll make it more likely that Jeff Gordon takes that stage win. It doesn't look like though. It looks like Michael Waltrip might be the one to win the stage here, actually. Coming into the final 2 laps of the stage. Now just 2 to go into turn 1. Here off the front stretch. Here they come. And that's Michael Waltrip diving down to the inside of Jeff Gordon. Oh, and Waltrip pushes Gordon wide to go to the middle. He thinks maybe he can get a push from Jimmy Johnson. Gordon now on the outside. He's going to take a big push from Robbie Gordon, and he's going to go way out front. Now he's just got to defend from Dave Blaney there. See what he can do. 1 to go in the stage. Final lap. Jeff Gordon would really like these stage points here. Stage points are valuable. More so during the postseason. We'll see here. Dave Blaney still has a chance to catch up. Jeff Gordon could make a mistake that'll slow him down. But it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like he will. Coming off of turn 4. Here they come to the line, and it's going to be Jeff Gordon. Just take the stage win. Good for Jeff Gordon there. Good stuff. There we go. Stage 1 now wrapped up. We're going to take a bit of a break. After pit road goes down. Now here they come down an open pit road. Everyone's coming down. Those tires seem to not be as forgiving today as they've been at this track before. And so here comes Jeff Gordon. He started way out and back, so let's see how this pit stall is going to do for him. He needs a good stop here. Pit road traffic did slow him down on that exit a little bit. And Jeff Gordon makes it out first. Now we're going to go for a short little intermission while drivers prepare for stage 2. as there's just one more lap to green here. Jeff Gordon's going to be starting the second stage from the pole, but as we've seen, it's not the most useful. If we look for Trevor Bayne in the standings, I mean, yeah, he's at the back of the field when he started from the pole, so grid position doesn't seem to matter as much at Daytona. As they prepare to go double file, there they go. And so this is going to be our fields to start out the second stage. And here we go. Pace car, hard left, into the restart zone, green flag, out at Daytona. Jeff Gordon with a strong start push from Dave Blaney. Michael Waltrip on the outside with Brian Keselowski falling behind. Getting back into it, Jimmy Johnson way up here. That Lowe's 48 isn't Lowe's today. He's Cobalt, and he's going to be Cobalt for the rest of the season, except for the one Lowe's on his hood. Lowe's is almost fully backed out of their sponsorship with Johnson for unknown reasons, and therefore Cobalt has taken over most of the missing spots. Now that's Jeff Gordon and Michael Waltrip fighting for the position. Now Michael Waltrip looks like Jimmy Johnson's gonna get a hold of him. With the push of from his teammate Mark Martin, that's Kevin Harvick just behind them. They go 3 wide, but it seems to be messier in the back than normal, and they're 4 wide. That's gonna get messy. They kept it together. Trevor Bayne, an unbelievable, hold through that 3 wide, that 4 wide. And now they're going to say pretty much good luck to the rest of the stage, so. Yep. As Kevin Harvick is going to go to the inside of Mark Martin for Richard Childress Racing, and he's going to get an absolute send. absolute godsend into turn 3, and now on the front stretch he's gonna have the lead in front of David Rudiman, but Rudiman's still gonna go to the inside, gonna go for a try for the lead here, and he's gonna get it, but don't ignore Nemechek just behind him, and the 2003 champion Matt Kenseth. But Matt Kenseth not quite as fast as he'd like to be on the back stretch. So he's gonna see. Here we come now with, I believe, just 2 to go left in the stage. Looks like stage 2 actually ended under caution here. That's a strange situation. It doesn't happen very often. Usually there's enough laps in a race, but I guess, you know, Daytona is just such a situation where it did end under caution. So I'm going to have to go back and see where stage 2 ended. Oh, we've got just 21 more laps to go in stage 3 of the race. Stage 2 will have the same stage points as stage 1, although it may just be ruled out entirely due to the lack of competition during that stage.
we'll say.
Break it up. Got a wreck on the back stretch. Yeah. And gonna make it back to the line. Who's gonna take it? It's gonna be between Edwards and Bush. Just missed it. Had to happen during Crank It Up. Extended segment. That's unfortunate. Let's see what happened. Who started it? One of the involved cars I know was Matt Kenseth. So let's look at him. Yep. Look, he turned Clint Boyer, it seems. Then it just caused a chain reaction, brought out the wreck. Bad. That's unfortunate. But hey, it adds a bit of potential traffic into the mix. Never a bad thing. And that's the first caution of the day that is not due to a stage. Now, we're going to bring out the red flag here for an undetermined amount of time for a cleanup after a large wreck. We're going to stop on the front stretch here. Here they are. They're stopped. And we will be back once the red flag is over. Okay, it seems like cleanup is finally wrapping up after some technical issues. My apologies. So it seems, and here we go, and we're back under yellow for just a couple more laps. Carl Edwards out in front. And yeah. And we're just one lap to green. 92, Brian Keselowski retired after that wreck on the backstretch. Excuse me. So we're just going to have 10 laps of racing to determine the winner of the Singles 325. This should be interesting. Here we go. They're coming on the front stretch here. Pace car about to make a hard left on pit road. There we go. And in the restart zone, green flag back out in the air. 10 to go at Daytona. Into turn one, Carl Edwards and Kyle Busch side by side with two typical midfield to back marker drivers tailing them both. Where they go now? That's Carl Edwards going to stay on the inside or is he going to go to the outside? Looks like he's gone far enough outside for David Reagan to make a move. If they go three wide, and the front of the pack this time is where it's starting, not the back. And that's Casey Kane in the Red Bull number 4. He's going to take the lead. Listen, I'm thinking this is going to be... Oh, we've got another wreck. And it's a big crash in the back stretch. Many cars around. Ooh, Stevie Wallace. That's Dave Blaney. Hard. Wrecking, spinning. Many cars. Many more cars out. That might be the end of the race. Here as David Rudiman takes it to line. Oh, and Casey Kane gets spun right as the caution flag comes out. Or as they go under caution, he gets turned by McMurray. Casey Kane, where is he? There he is. What just happened with Casey Kane? And what happened on the back stretch more specifically? Look, they come here and Casey Kane gets turned by Jamie McMurray. What happened on the back stretch? Let's see. That's Trevor Bayne involved in another crash. It's a bad day here for Trevor Bayne. He's just trying to get by. I think it looks like it was Kurt Busch this time. Off the back stretch, yeah. Same chain reaction as last time. Kurt Busch makes it out mostly unscathed. That's Travis Kavapel, a mean hit for the 36. Who hit him? Do we know? Because he hit 39, and then I think it was Trevor Bayne that hit him. I don't think we have a good angle of it. As we look here, I think it was... Yeah, it was Trevor Bayne. That's how he gets involved in yet another crash. Meanwhile, David Rudiman brings it back to the line. Just unfortunate stuff. Many cars down pit road. We've got a slow Terry Labonte. Got a slow field here. Wonder what that's about. Finally, they begin to re-rack properly. Not sure what was wrong with the 32 car, but I don't know, this rear field was just moving way too slow. As Matt Kenseth comes down pit road and retires from the race, we now have 6 retirements from the Singles 325. They're going on the back stretch. I think this might be a 2-3 to go restart. They're getting more feisty now. So, let's see. We'll see how things play out for now under the caution flag, but it's yet another crash. Yeah. This is getting interesting. Caution lights still active. I think it's going to be 2 to go. I think it's 2 more laps till the restart. Never mind, it was just... Yeah, it was 2 more to go to the restart. I was right. Here we go, David Runeman lining up on the pole for the restart. Casey Kane on his outside. Fortunately, Casey Kane, you're not going to win from the outside pole. And so it's just going to be 4 laps to go. Coming on the front stretch here. After a lengthy red flag and another caution just to follow. Green flag back out, hopefully for the last time today. It would be a crazy upset win to see David Runeman pull a win out today, especially since we've got drivers like McMurray, Labonte, Edwards, Earnhardt Jr., even Casey Kane and Kyle Busch. I mean, we're all rooting for these, more better-known drivers, these stars in the making, stars in the present, stars in the past. Just lots of big names here for the win. And it's going to not be Carl Edwards as he goes wide to block the top side, that low side, so he's going to not be able to defend that position. Looks like he's going to be handing away the lead to Jonathan Nemechek with JJ Yaley just behind. JJ Yaley in the front of the pack. Wow, that's be the biggest upset of the century if he won. But I think there's not going to be another yellow flag. I think this is going to be how we wrap things up here. Carl Edwards still out in front. He is still holding on to that lead just barely with help from McMurray. And they're side by side. Carl Edwards not letting go of the lead. Now just 2 to go here at Daytona. Edwards can go all the way down to the inside, but does he want to? The inside is a little bit slower than that, than between in and out, There's a certain spot on the track that is the fastest between the inside and the middle lane. I think that's where Edwards is staying, and it seems to be working for him as he stays out front. Edwards finally gonna have the start to a season he's been looking for all these years. And now, as they come into the front stretch, it's gonna be just 1 lap to go. Carl Edwards. Hasn't won at Daytona before, but here comes Joey Logano on the inside. He's going to make a dive down on the left. Here they come. They're side by side, Joey Logano and Carl Edwards. And it looks like Logano is going to get it done. Joey Logano wins the Singles 325 at Daytona. Man, that's just a shame for Carl Edwards. I mean, he worked so hard today, racked up so much position, and in the end, he lost all of it. I mean, that's got to be heartbreak, especially for the biggest race of the season for this series. I mean, it's just, let's go back. Let's go back and see how close they actually were. It wasn't close, but you know. I mean, that was quite a big distance. Logano, crazy upset win. As everyone else passes the line, and yeah. Good for Logano. And then save replay. All right. Well, that's all we've got for today. Joey Logano. Unbelievable win today. I mean, he was not in the picture to begin this race. He was in the back of the field, but I mean, you know, looking back, I mean, it just makes sense. Daytona's full of upset wins, full of crazy last lap passes, and just action in general. And I'm glad we got some of that to end things off. Good for Joey Logano, man. Great win here today. And that's going to wrap it up. Thank you for tuning in to the HAZCAR Tmorrow series, Singles 325. See you tomorrow for the Cup Series, HAZCAR 500. Which is the only race all season that they're actually the same number of laps. So, gonna be interesting seeing how that plays out. Good for Joey Logano. Heartache for the number 21, Trevor DeBane loses 37 positions en route to a 38th place finish. That's unfortunate. See ya.